We begin on the steps of Karen Hospital, the scene of some alarming remarks by impeached Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua, who now claims he has survived some attempts on his life by state agents.
Gachagua, who was discharged from hospital Sunday afternoon, launched a fiery attack on President William Ruto, describing him as a vicious man out to finish him and his family.
Now, the impeached deputy president told reporters that his food was poisoned and his room bugged with devices during the recent tour of Nyanza by President William Ruto.
Gachagua says his impeachment was part of a plot by President Ruto to remove him, claiming the president only used him to ascend to power.
Citizen TV's Seth Olale was in Karen Hospital when the impeached deputy president was discharged. Take a listen.
Looking seemingly frail, Rigathi Gachagua emerged from hospital, accompanied by his wife Dorcas and his allies. This was the first time impeached DP Gachagua was seen in public after being taken ill moments before his scheduled cross-examination during his impeachment trial at the Senate. The embattled DP, who emerged without bodyguards, revealed of 2 failed assassination attempts prior to his impeachment.
Undercover security agents entered my room in Kisumu and bagged it, and one of them tried to poison my food. In Nyeri, another team from the National Intelligence Service came to Nyeri and tried to poison food that was meant for me and Kikuyu Council of Elders.
The impeached DP, who claims all his security details have been withdrawn, says his life and that of his family are in danger, and that President William Ruto should be held responsible if anything happens to them.
And if anything happens to me or my family, President William Ruto must be held to account. Do whatever you want, but let me live. Let me look after my children. You can do whatever you want with the country, but allow me to live.
Terming President Ruto as vicious, the embattled impeached deputy president accused the head of state of being directly behind his predicament.
Especially now when I'm in hospital, crippling me, treating me like an animal. I think he wanted to take me the Matiba route. But God is gracious. It didn't happen that way. I hear many of his people are calling here asking whether I'm dead, whether I'll survive, whether I'll recover. They were celebrating.
Gachagua revealing how he narrowly escaped death moments before he was about to take to the witness stand during his impeachment trial at the Senate.
After I stabilized, he did tell me that had I been late for another 20 minutes, we would be talking a different story today.
Having wished Kenyans a happy Mashujaa Day earlier through social media, Gachagua revealed of a well-calculated scheme that prevented him from attending the national celebrations in Kwale.
Wilson Airport were told that I should not go through Wilson Airport. All owners of helicopters were told that I should not be allowed to use any of them to go to Kwale.
In faulting Senate's impeachment proceedings against him, Gachagua stated that he is still the official deputy president following issuance of conservatory orders stopping his replacement by the High Court.
Why is a job that was prescribed by the framers of the Constitution to be done within 74 days is being done in half a day? You must ask yourself that question. I think it's being hurried to circumvent justice to avoid the courts of law from interrogating this matter and making a decision.
Gachagua terming his apparent successor as a control freak ready for manipulation by his master.
Get rid of an elected deputy president and appoint a control freak. a fellow you appoint who cannot ask a question, who cannot say anything. And I'm sure if they succeed, he'll be asked to sign an undated resignation letter so that in case he starts asking questions, he can just be told to resign.
The embattled impeached Deputy President stating that he is being sacrificed because of his opposition on increased taxation, SHIF, and Adani takeover, among other issues affecting Wanjiku.
Don't evict people without compensation, Mr. President. Mr. President, don't overtax people. You are killing them, you are killing their businesses.
Unlike his routine motorcade display, complete with outriders, Gachagua's departure from hospital saw him only flanked by his wife and son. Even as he embarks on his health recovery journey after being admitted here at this medical facility, Rigathi Gachagua maintains that he is still the rightfully elected deputy president. He has vowed to take on his political nemesis by fronting a legal battle in court. Seth, Olale, Citizen TV at the Karen Hospital, Nairobi County.